One, the amount of plastic being recycled, it's very minimal. I think less than 10%. So once the waste has been collected, it needs to be shredded. So shredding meaning cutting into small pieces. Once you've shredded you've shredded it, you need to think about cleaning it up. Once you've cleaned it up, then you need to load it into the far right side. That's a reactor. You load it, you close it up. You have to ensure there is no oxygen, and then you heat it up.
After hours of heating, it's time to harvest the fuel. In just 1 week, he says he can generate about 300 liters.
Welcome guys, welcome to another episode of the WSXM podcast. As always, tell a friend, like, comment and share. It helps with the channel to grow on the algorithm as well, to push the video to the masses. And don't forget what I always say, a united Africa is an undisputed Africa. So we're gonna watch this video where this Kenyan, he have background in IT, figure out how to turn waste into fuel. Let me say waste. I'm talking about specifically plastic. He find the formula and he built his. You're gonna see it in the video how he construct his on a small scale, and he's turning plastic waste into fuel. Let's take a look at it and then discuss it after.
This backyard in Kenya's Murang'a County is a hive of activity. About 55 kilometers from central Nairobi, this fiery furnace and its molding briquettes are helping James Muritu turn trash into treasure. He says he has found a revolutionary way to make practical use of everyday waste.
We pick refuse, mostly waste plastic, waste biomass, and we turn that into usable fuel.
Muritu's background is in IT, but he developed an interest in chemical engineering over the years. His approach to plastic waste is progressive as he solves more than one problem. He's not just helping to clean the environment, but he's creating jobs in the process. He buys waste from collectors who go door to door in the area, asking residents to turn it over. For each kilogram, he pays 25 Kenya shillings, or approximately 17 US cents. Muritu explains how it works from here.
Plastic is a waste that has not been fully leveraged, if I might say that. One, the amount of plastic being recycled, it's very minimal. I think less than 10%. So once the waste has been collected, it needs to be shredded. So shredding meaning cutting into small pieces. Once you've shredded you've shredded it, you need to think about cleaning it up. Once you've cleaned it up, then you need to load it into the far right side. That's a reactor. You load it, you close it up. You have to ensure there is no oxygen, and then you heat it up.
After hours of heating, it's time to harvest the fuel. In just 1 week, he says he can generate about 300 liters depending on demand. However, he aspires to produce nearly 20 times that number. For now, he's making do with supplying his neighbors who are lapping it up. Haron Kamau, a thornmelon farmer, uses it to power the water pump which irrigates his farm.
Per day, 10 liters.
This fuel has really come in handy for me. I have been able to save money because, first of all, it works efficiently and I spend less. With Muritu's fuel, I spend 10 liters a week. Previously, with conventional fuel, I used to spend about 15 liters for the same amount of work.
Maybe 800.
So from powering power saws, water pumps, and even lawnmowers to now this diesel car, Mr. Muritu tells me that he uses plastic-made fuel to power it. So my final and ultimate test is to actually find out if it really works. Let's do this.
It actually works. This engine is powered by fuel made of plastic waste. So we can safely say that this alternative fuel could be a game changer in the near future. Let's now talk to the experts to hear what they have to say about it.
Yeah, so guys, before the video goes any further, I want to stop it there. I want to make a point. You see, this is the ingenuity we have on the African continent. And well, to be specific, he's a Kenyan. He's from Kenya, and his name is James Muritu. And they say he have IT background, and he formulated the formula to turn plastic into fuel, into actual fuel. Why is a kid that's running generators, chainsaws, and even starting a diesel vehicle? That's revolutionary, that's big, and I hope President Ruto, the Kenyan president, sees this or somebody sends it to him and make sure this guy get funded immediately. Governmental funding, so no one can come and he have to get this pattern. So no one not come in and steal his idea to pay him out or buy him out. I really hope, and this can also give jobs, create a lot of jobs for the country as well. Because he's gonna train others to do the same thing, and he's already hiring people to help him find buy the plastic, um cutting out the plastic and still they putting it in the cutter to mince it up before they put it in the turbine. So I really hope he get the funding, and I really hope the other African countries join into this, and this will help with the landfilling of plastic. It's going to help economically, giving people jobs. It's going to cost the government to go also to get taxes. So it's a win-win-win situation all around. So I hope um, they see this video and or he goes and get this the help he needed from President Ruto. So let's finish.
The process that is used to turn plastic into liquid fuel and liquid opportunities is what they call pyrolysis. And you can use plastics, you can use tires, you can use anything like that. And it is because those products are made from fuel anyway in the first place. That's where they come from. So all you're doing is you're taking them back to where they came from. Now, when you do the initial pyrolysis, you get what is called heavy fuel that can be used for boilers and so forth. And then you have to distill it to get out the diesel. And that's all you can get out of pyrolysis. You cannot get petrol. It's only diesel that you can get. And that diesel has got a different characteristic from the diesel that comes from normal hydrocarbon. So it can work in a car. But if you have 100% of that particular fuel, then the more modern engines may suffer because they are very sensitive on some of the lubricating qualities that the diesel has got. So depending on the kind of engine you have, yes, some engines can run.
It seems it does work for a limited amount of engines. Moreto's innovation comes at a time when fuel prices in Kenya, like in many parts of the world, are uncomfortably high. Currently, a litre of petrol retails at 220 Kenya shillings, that's about $1.45 US cents, and the price could keep rising. Muritu is yet to commercialize his fuel, but his ingenuity will certainly be welcomed by millions of Kenyans who are desperate for alternative and affordable fuel.
So yes, that's the end of the video. So you see, and even let me just say this. You see, the lady, she went and spoke to her, the guy in the end. What I don't like with these professionals or these engineers or these specialists, you're gonna say it's just this procedure he used. But why, if that's the case, why didn't anyone use that same process and did do what he did? Don't belittle it as if, oh, it's just this he used, he can use tires, he can use. He actually use it, produce it on his own with no help, and shown that it can be used in generators and even the car, even though the chainsaw. Anyway, it's using. But if he's funded, he can have a way more advanced facility. Can refine the fuel, as the guy was saying, to distill it. So that's not an issue. He's saying he can only use in certain engines. Yes, in its raw state, no, because it's underfunded. You don't have the necessary machines to refine it and to distill it to get to so you can use for any other normal vehicles. You understand? So this is a big deal. So I don't want him to make it sound as if, to me, he's done playing it and making it sound as if anyone can do it, which that's not the case. If that's the case, it would have been done all these years. So I really hope, I really, really hope the government take this up and other African countries take this up and make this into a a ginormous opportunity for James Maruto and also for other citizens and for the country in a whole to use biofuel because a lot of countries trying to get into this field and plastic on a global scale is millions and billions of tons of plastic just on landfill. So now we have a way to help the landfill to help the environment and even the sea animals, because you know a lot of plastic is dumped in the ocean. So all of this now can help to clean up, and we'll start on the continent, African continent. First, we're gonna start there, start the clean up, use this, turn into fuel, make some money, make the guy become entrepreneur and a revolutionary and a millionaire at the same speed and other Africans and other people as well as time goes on. So let's hope they adopt this procedure and help him to get the better machines, a bigger facility, so he can take this on a more wider scale. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. If you agree with what I'm saying, or if you think this is not just this is a hoax or what. Just let me know whatever side you fall on. Tell me about it in the comment section. You don't know. Thanks for watching. It's the WSSM podcast. Boom.